Hey guys, so since the end of Naruto and the start of Boruto, there has been growth and changes to a lot of the OG characters, and I noticed some of these developments are underlooked, especially on my homegirl Sakura. Yes, I said it, my homegirl is Sakura. I like Sakura, okay? Like, I legitly don't get all the hate for her. Seriously, it's not like she did anything wrong. Alright guys, who am I kidding? But look, aside from her past mistakes, I believe Sakura is one of the highlights throughout the Boruto series. Although she doesn't get much screen time, the moments we do have definitely shows her growth and maturity. But aside from that, there is one other key factor I want to address, which is Sakura's strength and fighting capability. Like, how strong is she? So in this video, I'm going to be discussing if Sakura is currently the strongest female ninja in the Boruto and Naruto series.
You don't fuck with neck, bro.
Alright, so let's establish some few criterias. Like, whom am I comparing Sakura to? Basically, who else is worthy to be titled the strongest female ninja in the Boruto series? Am I going to involve Boruto manga characters like Delta? No, I'm not. And am I going to compare her to Kaguya? Once again, no. These guys ain't fully human, so I don't think that's a fair comparison. And lastly, what do I mean by the strongest? Is it just raw strength or overall capabilities? Well, gosh damn it guys, you should know this by now. I mean overall strength, which contributes to Sakura beating her comparison in actual combat. But a quick disclaimer is that I'm only using my own judgment by analysing the facts and information present to me. So if I make any mistakes, then feel free to correct me in the comment section below. I ain't Kishimoto, neither am I Ikamoto, so nothing I say is concrete. And guys, this isn't a screw attack video, it's just an anime balls deep analysis. And I also know that most of you guys are avid watchers, so I'm going to skip some of the details here and there with the information I would expect you guys to already know. Like, everyone here should know by now that Sakura's strength was amongst the strongest by the end of the 4th Shinobi World War, possibly even more so than Tsunade, as Sakura faced off and survived against both Madara Uchiha whilst in his prime, along with contributing to the fight against Kaguya, to the point of even breaking Kaguya's horn. But hey, I guess this is still kind of debatable if at that point she was stronger than Tsunade or not, as we have to remember Tsunade is the granddaughter of the first Hokage, who was a Senju, along with the fact that her grandmother Hashirama's wife was Mito Uzumaki, which also makes Tsunade a Uzumaki. And to top it off, if the theory I mentioned about Tsunade's father being a Namikaze, this would completely make Tsunade broken in the terms of bloodline. So Tsunade genetically will always have that advantage. But hey, who said hard work can't pay off? Let's not forget that even though Sakura, coming from a civilian family with no special bloodline, was still considered to be a genius in her own right. Like in the first half of the Naruto series, Sakura overcame many challenges and even defeated Ino with her sheer determination alone. And just mastering the ninja art creation rebirth strength of 100 technique is a feat which brings Sakura to a whole new level. I can go further in explaining Sakura's ability during the 4th Shinobi War, like mastering the summoning of Katsuya, and even though Sakura doesn't have an enormous chakra reserve, she has an excellent, if not one of the best, chakra control and efficiency, ultimately giving her the monstrous physical ability she has, among many various other points, which we actually cover in our 10 things you didn't know about Sakura video, so make sure to check that out as well. Overall, if you look at the evidence from the series, Sakura has shown to be very capable in her abilities. A quick recap is when Sakura landed a blow to the Jubi, when every time she smashes the ground, causing the earth itself to shatter, when she manages to even punch Kaguya, when she one-shots a giant crab, killing it. Even her agility and evasive ability are to be noted, like how she is able to react very quickly to any attack. And there was the instant when one time she even dodged an attack from a Biju, managing to outpace it. and her durability is something that doesn't even need explanation. She survived many life and death moments, like gosh damn it guys, she actually lived after fighting Madara. Like there are so many cases when Sakura proves her self-worth. If you don't want me to do a separate video going over every moment of Sakura's wins and to break down her strength inch by inch, then let me know in the comment section below. But skipping ahead, let's talk about Sakura's growth after the 4th Shinobi War and the end of Naruto. The information we are going to be using is from the Naruto The Last Movie along with the Sakura Hidden series, which takes place pretty much after the war. Actually, let's start with that. 2 years after the 4th Shinobi World War, Sakura rises to the rank of Jonin. Now guys, I explained what Jonins are capable of in our Ninja Rank Explained video, but to fully grasp this, Sakura literally hit the highest rank of a level a ninja can go. And for those of you guys who are shouting out, no anime balls deep, Sakura's not Hokage level! Well, if you guys watched my Ranked Explained video, you guys would know that Hokage isn't a rank, it's just a position. Now being a Jonin, Sakura was then sent to S-rank missions, and in the Hiden series, Sakura was able to single-handedly defeat Kido Sumiki, who was a rogue Anbu executive member empowered by a tailed beast Drog. And just to break down Kido and his strength, he was part of the high-ranking Anbu, who are classified as being at least high-level Jonin, and are said to be very proficient in combat. Amongst that, previously Kido was a high-ranking member of Root, and just to elaborate, I mean high, not low or medium, but high. And for those who don't know what Root is, well gosh damn it, you should have just paid attention while watching Naruto. To simply put it, it was just a subset of Anbu founded by Danzo to carry out super top class missions, which he deemed was necessary, but this was disbanded after his death, and Kido from a high-ranking Root member then became an Anbu executive. But to cut the story short, Kido ended up with the intent to possess the Sharingan, and in the attempt to do that, Kido planned to draw Sasuke back so he can capture him and take his Sharingan. So he ended up covertly drugging Sakura, took her back to his man cave to hold her as bait. But you know, when she woke up, Kido was in for a surprise. Now guys, just to explain further about Kido's strength, he was actually boosted by a tailed beast Drog, effectively putting him on the league with a Jinchuriki. Well, supposedly anyway, as personally I wouldn't really compare it like that, as different tailed beasts give different power outputs. But the thing is, Kido also collected hair and blood samples from Naruto to create a tailed beast cloak, which he used in this fight. Either way, Kido was exceptionally strong, but it's probably more reasonable to compare Kido to an Akatsuki or so. But to give a brief of how the fight went down, it was like this. Sakura punched Kido in the face and he was like, "Nani?" And she was like, finishing him off, and that was it for Kido. Obviously, it didn't really exactly go like that, but you guys get the gist. All in all, Sakura's win over Kido at this level shows that she's at least Akatsuki Anbu level herself. Now moving on, another great feat for Sakura was her battle against Shin Uchiha, who possessed a Mangekyo Sharingan along with Hashirama's DNA, basically making Shin just another broke-ass OP character, who also was able to go head-to-toe with Sasuke and Naruto. So effectively, Sakura holding her own shows that she isn't far behind the other two, but honestly speaking, the gap between the boys and Sakura is still night and day. However, jumping to Boruto, Naruto the movie novel, after witnessing Sakura's ability, Boruto even made a comment that she was a suitable replacement for Naruto as a Hokage. Like, this doesn't really mean much, but Boruto does have a decent understanding of gauging the people around him, so if Boruto thinks she's a suitable Hokage candidate, I'm sure there's others who feel the same. But hey, Boruto is just a kid, and if you think he doesn't know what he's talking about, then smash that like button and let me know in the comment section below. But if you do end up agreeing with him, then smash that like button anyways. Give the channel some support, guys. Give the channel support. Anyways, moving away from the actual combat in Boruto, Sakura is shown to be a great, if not one of the greatest medical ninja throughout the series. You lot are probably like, why does this even matter, anime balls deep? Well, first of all, having the recognition as the greatest in anything is something big, but the main importance is that even after the war, Sakura is constantly refining her chakra control and ability. Her job itself is practically training her every day. Overall, this makes Sakura one of the only few kunoichis shown to have actual combat scenes and indication of training after the Naruto series, proving to us that she's still an active ninja. Okay, so now that we got a gist of Sakura's development as a kunoichi, who else in Boruto is even comparable? Like, as I mentioned, we haven't really seen much combat involving female characters. Well, right off the bat, in the Boruto anime, the only few formidable female ninjas would be Hinata, Temari, Tenten, Hanabi, Moigi, Mirai, the 4th Tsuchikage, Kurotsuchi, and maybe even Karin. Some could try to suggest Sarada or some of the younger generation should be on the list, but all I have to say to that is,
fuck out of here, boy. Get that weak shit out of here.
Okay, but seriously guys, we ain't comparing potential strength, as that is heavily based on speculation. I'm also going to be leaving out the older generation like Lady Mizukage and Tsunade, as they are not in their prime and are pretty much mentors for the next generation, where more than likely Sakura is and would be expected to surpass them. And honestly speaking, from this list I'm going to have to take out Moigi, Mirai and Hanabi, cause although in my opinion they are promising ninjas, but comparing them to Sakura is like comparing Konohamaru to Naruto. It's not really fair. The experience and time for progress gives a pretty obvious result. And with that, let's just get rid of Karin as well, after her recent performance against the infant cursed Mark Pokemon looking child. Like, come on, she needed Sarada's help to beat this one opponent. I'm not gonna accept it. I can't accept it, alright. But seriously, Karin was Sakura? Well, I'm pretty sure you already know the answer. So this leaves us with Hinata, Temari, Tenten, and Kurotsuchi. Yeah, and if I'm missing any other characters, it's because they didn't even fit the bill. It's not because I hate you, Ino, it's because you're not strong enough. So let's start with Hinata, a fan favorite. Hinata having the title of the Hyuga Princess, along with her possession of the Byukugan, her potential was probably the highest amongst the other characters, obviously due to this Keki Genkai. But as the series went on, Hinata's character didn't progress much, especially as a ninja. Instead, she retired and became a full-time housewife. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but come on now, come on. And even so, Hinata compared to Sakura in the terms of accomplishment isn't that much. The only new information about Hinata we do have is that she managed to beat Hanabi in a sparring match, showing us that her inactivity didn't completely dull her fighting abilities. So I ain't saying Hinata has no chance against Sakura. I mean, if Hinata can somehow land a blow on Sakura first, then maybe she can win. But realistically, this matchup is a no-brainer, if we leave all our biases at the door, that is. Look, yeah, I'm still going to love Hinata as a waifu, but Sakura though, she's a bae right now, whilst Hinata's character is just too stagnant. Moving on to the other characters like Temari and Tenten, not gonna lie, I think both of them are pretty underrated, but again guys, when comparing them side by side with Sakura, they're pale in comparison when it comes to accomplishments. Although both Temari and Tenten are still active ninjas similar to Sakura, when it comes down to progress, it seems that Sakura jumped too far ahead. And if you lot don't believe me, well, we can just go to the databook stats on each of them and see the overall power score. At the end of Naruto, Sakura had the highest score, beating Hinata, Temari, Tenten, Ino, pretty much every kunoichi in her generation. And as I mentioned earlier, Sakura only gotten stronger. The only real comparison would be the 4th Tsuchikage, Kurotsuchi. She, like Sakura, is Jonin level, however has many more advantages, like being the granddaughter of Onoki, who was considered a legend. Also, she has a Keki Genkai of lava release. She's appointed the role of Kage, showing us that she is very active in her line of duty in more ways than none. And like Sakura, we have seen a display of her combat skills in Boruto, showing her high level of physical strength when she sent Kinshiki Otsuki flying back with just a single punch. And according to the Boruto Naruto the movie novel, she is said to be the best genjutsu user amongst the 5 Kages, although if you do think about it, none of these Kages are specialized in that field. Either way, in the face of everything, Kurotsuchi would actually come on top. But yes guys, there's a but. Here's the thing, Kurotsuchi still doesn't match up to Sakura in their level of accomplishments. Like Sakura, Kurotsuchi also participated in the 4th Shinobi World War, and it's wrong to say Sakura didn't outperform her. Along with that, we have to consider Sakura's ability, which extends to her summoning of Katsuyu. Then there's also the factor of Kurotsuchi's failure in solving her own issues during the Mitsuki arc by getting captured and immobilized throughout the whole time when her village was pretty much taken as hostage. This shows us that Kurotsuchi isn't really all-rounded as she ought to be. She definitely does not do justice to the role of Kage. And until Sakura undergoes a humiliating defeat like Kurotsuchi did in the Boruto series, it's fair to say that Sakura would actually overcome a battle against Kurotsuchi using her wits and overall ability. I would still say it would be a good fight, but in the end Sakura would just manage to come on top. So there we go, Sakura is the strongest female ninja in the Boruto anime series. This was a balls deep analysis, and if I made any mistakes or if you guys think I missed anything, then please let me know in the comment section below. We can start a discussion. Oh, and also if you want me to do a video on the new generation Kunoichi versus the old generation to compare the strongest of all time, make sure to also let me know about that. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and ding that notification bell to stay updated. With that, I'll catch you guys till next time.